Hello everyone and welcome in this last chapter of the bundle on the First World War. To start off, I would like you to visualize for 1 second the first thing that comes into your mind when you think of the First World War. Do that for a second. Okay, so the chances may be quite big that the first thing you think of is, I don't know, a young white soldier in the trench, maybe suffering or whatever, or fighting even in the war. But what I'm interested in this part of the chapter is in the different voices from the war. So not only there's white soldiers fighting each other, dying and so on, being in the trenches and whatever, but also some other aspects of the war. Therefore, this chapter is called Different Voices from the War. And you'll see that the very first part is about women's roles in the war. The first question is actually just to check what you think the war meant to the lives of women, right? So a known answer here, of course. Just think about it for a second, and then watch this video about women in wartime and answer the questions. So again, you can just right-click this and then go to the hyperlink, and you'll get that video over there. The idea is then, of course, that you're going to answer a few questions. Name at least 4 jobs women took to contribute to the war. Explain how the employment of women around Europe might have contributed to the end of the war. You see that women already get an important role here in this question. Women were not treated equally in wartime. Explain with at least 2 examples. Then name 3 things you know about Dorothy Lawrence. That's a woman that is talked about, of course, in that video. And then here I would like you to write three things that you got to know about her. And then you get a few statements. The idea is, of course, that you're going to check whether they're true or false. Tick it here in the boxes. And also discuss your answer when it is false. Okay, when it is true, you can just leave it like that. Of course, there is a bunch of poetry of people that fought in the war. Those people are, of course, mainly men. This poem is interesting because it is a poem from wartime, but by a woman. Okay, so and then you will also get a few questions on this poem as we did with the other poems in the bundle. Well, just some general questions you'll see and you'll be fine normally. And then eventually you get a question about the aim of that poem. Okay, so poetry analysis. Then you get a propaganda poster, right? And the question is simply, can you explain what it says? So first describe what you can see on it, and then what its purpose was. Of course, try to include there the propaganda techniques that we discussed. Sorry, I lost my words there for a second. Okay, other voices from the war is of course not only women, but as you will notice, there were actually a lot of people of color also fighting in the war. The first question is, well, first you are going to watch a video, and then the question will be, why were there so many people of color, or just people from other countries fighting in the British Army? Why is that? Okay, and then the second question here is, why must coming to Europe have been such a life-changing experience to him? So that's about Darwin Singh Negi, who is the main character of this video. You will hear his son talk about him and talk about his values and how he experienced fighting in the war. Then the question is, why was Darwin Singh Negi a hero? Because as you will see, the video is called The Hero You've Never Heard Of. Right? Okay, then after this it is actually up to you, and here you can choose a topic. Right? The question will then be, watch one of those videos. Maybe you're more interested in World War I and technology, animals, or you want to get to know a bit more about the women of the First World War. Then you're going to choose a video. The birth of the tank, Britain's response to German Zeppelins, Jimmy, the war donkey, Indian elephants at war, the bold girl who broke social norms, and Gloucestershire's canary girls. Okay, those canary girls are also talked about in that video, so maybe you will get interested in that and will want to watch that particular clip here. The idea is then that you're going to take notes with the Cornell note-taking system. So you know this already. You have to write keynotes here, and then some more information or details about those keywords over here. Then the idea is that you're going to write a summary of 100 to 150 words. That's not too much, as you will see, and try to do that well. And I will ask you then to upload a picture or a screenshot or whatever of this Cornell note-taking system. So maybe I should repeat one more time that you have to choose only one of these videos, okay? So you first choose a point of interest, technology, animals or women, and then choose one of the two options that you get there. So these are podcasts, not videos, by the way, and it's all of the BBC, so very good material. So do that and then upload this. That will actually be it for the whole unit, and then afterwards, so the week after, we're going to continue with a totally new unit. So guys, thank you for watching this video. I hope you're still doing fine. If you have any struggles with exercises or whatever, you can always just send me a Smart School message, of course. Thanks and bye.